This morning, early voting will begin in the runoff elections.
You have until Friday to cast a ballot early ahead of the election day next Tuesday.
Our Janelle Fort joins us live before the polls open. And Janelle, talk about the big races that we're watching this morning.
All right, well, Dia and Matt, the race getting the most attention statewide by far is the Republican runoff for U.S. Senate. Incumbent Senator John Cornyn versus Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Cornyn has a lot of GOP establishment behind him. Paxton has strong grassroots, more hard right support, but he's also coming off his impeachment and divorce where his wife accuses him of infidelity, and both are pouring a lot of money into attack ads. This is just a small example of what we're seeing.
Ken Paxton says he's fighting corruption, but there's a problem. He's the one doing it. We've seen this movie before.
Senator John Cornyn turned his back on President Trump.
You've said that you think it's time for the Republican Party to move on from President Trump.
You know, in politics...
Now, Janelle, one topic for this race is an endorsement from President Trump. Has he endorsed either candidate here?
Not yet, although he has teased that he'll make one soon, and that's really become one of the big storylines of this race. Now, both sides, they really want this endorsement because in a Republican runoff in Texas, that could be huge. Paxton even floated the idea that he could drop out if Senate Republicans pass Trump-backed voting restriction legislation. So this has turned into a bit of a chess match, guys.
And Janelle, early voting is so important because we remember those problems in Dallas County on Election Day. What can voters expect this time around?
Matt, hopefully a much smoother process than the confusion we saw back in March. For this runoff, Dallas County is going back to countywide voting centers again, meaning residents can vote at any polling location in the county during early voting and on Election Day, much like in Tarrant and Collin counties. Now, one important heads up for my folks in Denton County, though, that's where things are a little different. Republicans and Democrats have separate voting locations there. So wherever you live, the safest bet is to check your county elections website page so you know exactly where to go. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Janelle Fort getting us up to speed for Election Day next week. And senior political reporter Jason Whiteley spoke to the Republican candidates in the runoff for Attorney General about where their focus stands right now. You'll hear from them ahead at 6:50 right here on Daybreak. Make sure you go to our website. We've got all the election resources you need before you cast your vote. You can find voting hours, information about the candidates, and more at WFAA.com/vote.